Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynda, and I would like to thank you for tuning into those energies and influences that are coming through for your weekend reading, November 22nd to the 24th of 2019. Cross-watcher energies are interchangeable, and please only take those portions that resonate with you. Okay, Sagittarius, off camera I've performed a protective blessing. I've meditated over and shuffled these cards just for you. Your first card, it's the general atmosphere. It's the basis and the issue of the matter. The Nine of Pentacles, Sagittarius. Earth energy. This is a good card indicating self-reliance, self-sufficiency. With the other cards in this reading could be someone that's self-employed. This is someone that's used discipline, and now they have independence from their financial concerns. This is someone that's having your luxuries around you, the things you like. This is your stuff. You've inherited it or you've earned it. But the pressure is off for now, so you get to take it easy. This can represent someone's Venus in Virgo. This is enjoying a secure base. It's material well-being. It's well-controlled thought and solitary enjoyment of the good life. Someone that loves gardens and home. This is someone that tamed their impulses, just like the bird that they tamed on their arm. This is harnessing self-discipline. Maybe a time to act with such discipline, because you will accomplish much by taming your instincts. It can also be a time of self-reliance, for taking charge of your own future, or you may be craving more independence. You've been working towards a goal for a while. This can also indicate being on a nice vacation or holiday. It's taking time and taking a break to enjoy life, and it's the freedom to be yourself. Your second card, and this is the energy that's crossing over your path. These are your subconscious influences that you are unaware of. Number 5 of the major arcana in the Rider-Waite deck, the Hierophant. This can be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is a partnership card, marriage, tradition. It represents traditional Orthodox teaching that's considered suitable to the masses, versus whereas the High Priestess teaches only in secret to initiates. This can be a wise teacher or a mentor. It's wisdom revealed. It can be a relationship or a commitment, and acting respectable. This can be assistance from a wise and helpful person. It's also the urge to find spiritual meaning in life, spiritual truth. It's living by a higher code of conduct. It's following a conservative path. This is maybe making a vow. It's receiving a blessing and letting reason be your guide and not passion. It can represent marriage and alliance, love through helpful doctrine, social institutions, particularly marriage or formal relationships. This is a prompting of spiritual thinking and learning. There's blessings here. These are conscious choices made on an intellectual basis. Could be a group authority is active in your life and you feel loyalty to this group. There may be a judgmental quality involved. Sometimes this card can suggest challenges or limitations of a spiritual nature. This is nurturing spiritual awareness and someone sharing knowledge in a structured way. The Nine of Pentacles with the Hierophant. This is feeling secure in your spiritual knowledge. It's material comfort. It's an increase in finances. Someone sharing this spiritual knowledge. Your third card. This is how it affects you. These are the external influences that you are aware of. The Eight of Cups, Sagittarius. Water energy. This is an emotional turning point. It's moving on. This can be travel. It's going with the flow. Because following the flow of energy takes the least amount of effort, and it also achieves the best results. This is someone's Saturn in Pisces. This is the ability to leave something behind in order to go on to new concerns. The cups have not fallen, so there's no disaster. You just know it's time to move on. You might need some quiet and a chance to be alone. This can also represent an affectionate person that's surrounding you. You can see that the moon is in its both full and waning quarters, and it looks on, signifying the end of something and the beginning of something new. This card indicates leaving the past behind, because those cups behind him can no longer be satisfying because something is missing. That is what the gap in the cups represent. But be aware of the card's warning about the kind of restlessness that strides on too hastily, missing that very goal, those cups. You're headed towards your ninth cup, which will be emotional fulfillment. This is a moon that will invoke the thoughts of inner depth. This is that once was important is no longer. The Nine of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups represents going on an adventure or a holiday. And now your fourth card, it's the card of the future. It's the results, the outcome, and the resolution. This can be a surprise, being in the future position. Stay tuned in. Your oracle card is really good, you guys. Number 6 of the major, or not a major, this is a minor arcana. Swords, air energy, always represents the thoughts in the mind. This is a transition. It's a recovery. There is mental healing and support. It's movement of any kind. Someone's Mercury can be in Aquarius. It's leaving your troubles behind, and now there's smooth sailing. It's the calm after the storm. This can be a move or a journey, and this change will go smoothly. It's relief at what you left behind. Could even be going on a short trip somewhere. The storm is broken and now calm sets in, so be open for how things develop and have patience. You're coasting along in a somber state, moving away from difficulties. This can be a move to a more pleasing environment, a release of tension and anxiety after a period of strain or confusion or something destructive. So let go of what is holding you back. This is a mental shift. Another card of travel, maybe even over water. This is a calming of emotions, and healing has begun. 9 of Pentacles with the 6 of Swords. This is a move to a beautiful place. It's finishing off a project. It can be going on a holiday and experiencing a breakthrough. Your 5th card. This is the bottom of the deck card. It's the underlying issue. This is what's unseen. It's unseen, it's because it's something that you're not sharing with others, yet you are consciously aware of this. Number 4 of the major arcana, the Emperor. This can be an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It can also represent a Taurus or a Capricorn because of the horns on his throne there. This card is a divine masculine card. Represents authority and leadership. Stands for the domination of the material world. He carries the lightning in his hand. This is authority, paternity, the regulation of life by law, represents order and structure and stability. It's leadership, mental activity and domination. The fruits of toil and the results of action. It's controlled and directed attention or drive. It's exercising power wisely with structure and control. Authority and laws and rules, which can become repressive. This represents someone powerful. He rules, and you may feel under their influence. This is love through healthy boundaries and stability, power and protection and realization. This is a great person. Represents supreme authority and worldly power. This is a beneficent ruler, and he will fight for what is right and what is his duty to protect. They're a father figure. They could be giving fatherly advice. They're a solid leader, a natural-born leader, and they have the right to rule. So look for issues related to authority. This is a protective male force, especially of the home and of domestic harmony. You are realizing your goals or reaching out to begin, and you may be required to take charge. Sometimes this card appears when a person is struggling to achieve independence, become their own person, or reconcile father issues. Someone may be acting like a father figure, maybe a boss or a husband. You'll need to focus more on logic than emotions, and then follow through and act with resolve, and do what you say you will do. This is a person that makes up his mind and they won't budge. The Nine of Pentacles with the Emperor, this can represent self-employment, spending money on comfort and stability, and controlling your own money. The Hierophant with the Six of Swords, this is headed towards normality. It's settling down. The Hierophant with the Ace of Cups, this is a spiritual pilgrimage. It's finding a community to belong to. The Hierophant with the Emperor, this is dealing with a controlling person. The Eight of Cups with the Six of Swords represents moving on, travel, ending a chapter, and facing the truth and doing what we need to do. The Eight of Cups with the Emperor represents another card of self-employment. It's realizing a dream and controlling emotions. Six of Swords with the Emperor, this is moving up in stability. And now here's your advice from the Oracle deck. Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. Sagittarius, you've got Summer Solstice, which represents radiance. This is equivalent to the Sun card being in your reading. The word solstice originates from the Latin word solstinium, which means stationary or stopped. This is because twice during the solar year, the sun appears to rise and set in the same place for several days, seeming to be taking a much-needed rest before taking the next circuit across the sky from one solstice to the next. Its ceaseless predictability, certainty having existed since before the time of our ancestors, there are stories in many cultures that personify the sun as a deity, either male or female, often riding the sun across the sky in a boat or a chariot. With the summer solstice comes the culmination of the sun's travels that have led to the longest days of the year. The light is now at its fullest, and has provided its own brand of nourishment to the land and all its inhabitants. Celebrations and ceremonies abound. Passion and playfulness are themes. We feel an innate desire to be outdoors in the natural world and reap the benefits of the longest days of the year. We instinctually seek the light, and during the cycle there is an abundance of it. Sagittarius, let the radiance of the sun inspire your inner radiance to shine forth. Release your concerns about what may happen in the future and focus on appreciating everything you have that is good and right. Allow Father Sun to take away your worries and cares. Do something physically active to stimulate your inner light. Dance, sing, but most important, get outdoors. Do not let any negative thoughts or habits stop you. When you are in love with life, you naturally radiate that love. During this part of your cycle, your capacity to love is greatly amplified. In one of those supreme ironies of life, the more love you give, the more returns to you. It starts by allowing the radiant being you truly are to be expressed into the world. Smile a little more. Notice the beauty of nature. See the humor in the paradoxes of life. Show your love, especially to those whom you are closest. Then smile even more and watch how the world around you lights up. Thanks, you guys, Sagittarius. I hope you stay tuned in and leave me a comment or a thumbs up. And please subscribe. Now remember, what goes around comes around, so I'm sending you out love and light and blessings. Thanks for watching.